Biggie John, thank you for that. Yep, that's what happens when you have too much equipment and you have a mute button in front of you and you forget to turn it on or forget to unmute yourself. So let's try that again. The abbreviated version, second take. Welcome back, Portmasters. I am SCL Matt. I am here to unbox some Skylanders. That's the long and the short of it. I am here to unbox Skylanders for my shop. I have over on SkylandersCharacterList.com, I do have a shop now where I am selling Skylanders. They are used figures. They are not new in box. They're going to be used. They're out of box, everything. They may be scuffed up a little bit. It's whatever I get in these boxes that I'm going to show you here today. But yeah, so Fusion Man, thank you for joining early. Biggie John, thank you for that tip about the no sound. That could have been a rough stream without sound there, but I'm sure someone would get in there. Chris, Scorp, Harvey. Wow, I got some new faces in here. Awesome. But yes, SCL Shop. If you go to SkylandersCharacterList.com/shop, you can find out what I have in store. We've added hundreds of characters over the past 2 days while we've been unboxing stuff, and I'm probably going to add a few hundred more today. Only have 3 boxes today. 2 of kind of 3, one small, one medium, one large, I guess. Kind of. We'll see how well they were packed and what treasures we can find inside. It's not always the rare things that people need, I've found out. So, yeah, with that, we'll dive into it and start finding out what's in these boxes. Start out with the big box first. Big reused Home Depot box. I have no idea why it says cars on here. If you can see that, because, well, unless there's superchargers in here, I don't remember what's in these boxes. So that's a possibility, I guess. But we'll bring this over to the other side so I have some room to work. Plenty of bubble wrap in this box, as you know I like to see. Right on top, we have ourselves a portal. Standard Superchargers portal, not for Xbox. Clean out some of this bubble wrap. And it looks like we have 3 big bags of figures in here. So 3 big gallon Ziploc bags. Jojo, welcome, welcome. If you find a T-Rex, I'll be so surprised. Right, Chris? Right. If I don't find a T-Rex, I will be so surprised. Jojo just beat the Drobot Heroic Challenge with Drobot. Nice. On the second try, even better. Yeah, that's awesome. I need to go back and play those Heroic Challenges. I haven't done them in so long. Polly, you're not late. Don't worry. It's 1:04. I mean, I'm just getting through my intro. I haven't unboxed anything yet. It's all good. Fusion Man only needs Sunburn, Voodooed, and Boomer. I think I have those 3 in stock in the store right now. If you want to go check it out, if you're in the US. If you're international, I can't help you right now. I don't ship internationally. But if you're in the US, I should have those 3 in stock right now. All right, first item today, we have Dive Bomber. Like I said, there are actually some vehicles in here. All right, we have Spitfire. I think this whole bag looks like it's Supercharger stuff. So here is Stormblade. Actually, one of my favorite characters. I played with Stormblade a lot during Superchargers, which is odd to say because I usually say I don't like the air element. But Stormblade is one of the few exceptions. We haven't gotten many of her lately. I don't know if I even have any in stock right now. We have a Burn Cycle. Go Pack Go. Awesome. Love another Packers fan. Thanks, Fusion Man. I get so many questions about, what is that cheese there on your wall? And I got to appreciate people who just know what it is. All right, we have Hot Streak. We have Jetstream. Another Spitfire, which is good because those have been selling faster than I thought. Poly, I'm not seeing any Nightfalls today, but we did get some yesterday or 2 days ago. I know I have some in stock. Yeah. We have a Sky Slicer. And okay, I'm just going to pull all these out at once. We have a trio of Stealth Elf. Super Shot Stealth Elf from Superchargers. All right. So that's bag number 1. Bag number 2. Oh, here. We did have a game along with this one. So we have the Wii U version of Superchargers. Yep, it's in there. It's all good. So I am starting like I didn't have a lot of the games to begin with, but I'm starting to accumulate a few of them over the past couple of days. So if you see what game you like, let me know. I might have to start listing these on the site, just so people know I have them. Although I assume most of you probably have the games, and you're just looking for figures, but I could be wrong. I could be wrong. Chad, welcome. Scorp, yeah, Stormblade is godly. I can see that. Oh, Kitty, it's okay if you can't make it. That's quite all right. You take care of yourself, and I hope you feel better. Just got the package all Giants figures. Nice. Glad everything arrived. Awesome, awesome. Nightfall's hard to find in the UK. I mean, Nightfall's kind of hard to find here in the US as well, but I haven't gotten a lot of them. I've just happened to get 2 recently. So the youth pastor at your church is a Green Bay fan. Nice. Green Bay fans are all over. I mean, all over the world, really, but all over the US for sure. With Superchargers cross-platform, yeah, that would be useful. Watching with Zulu, awesome, awesome. Yeah, Scorp, I think we will have to make a Superchargers tournament when we get there. I mean, like I said, it's not cross-platform, so I'm only going to be able to play with PlayStation folk. But all right, continuing on, it looks like this bag is Trap Team. So we have a Gear Shift. We have another Broken Gusto. I was doing so well with these for the longest time. Like all the Gustos were in good condition, but now I'm starting to get the broken ones, and I'm not seeing his boomerang in this bag. So yeah, it might just be. We'll set him off to the side. We have another Jawbreaker. Thankfully, he has his arms this time. My brother got me a cheesehead cowboy hat when I moved to Texas. Yes, there are it's amazing how many different shapes they've started making out of that cheese material, and I mean, it still looks like cheese, but yeah, there's a lot. All right, we got a Treadhead. We have Blades. He was in Adventure Pack. We have a Broken Snapshot. Usually, oddly enough, usually I find the bow here is broken, but this time the arrow snapped off, or the sword, whatever you want to call it. Got a few starter packs here, so we have 2 food fights. We do have the Mirror of Mystery level pack. Always like to see those. Fun level if you haven't played it. Really fun level. All right, here we have Chopper. Poly. Yeah, there's the original Chopper for you. Yeah, we didn't get a Series 2. I'm sure you're not the only one, though. We have a Series 2 Shroom Boom. The one I'm not sure anybody actually wanted. We have our one and only Series 4 Tidal Wave Gil Grunt. Scorp's been watching all my old videos. Glad to see that. We actually have a second chopper. We have a Deja Vu. We got Torch. I'm going to set Torch aside here in my Torch pile because I need to line them all up and see how different they actually are. We have a Hand of Fate, just the original, not the legendary version, as well as the Tiki Speaky to go along with it. And then we have a whole bunch of traps in this bag. So I'm going to dump them out and put them right back in this bag here. But we have the Magic Skull. We have an Earth Hourglass. Have a Tech Scepter. The Air Jughead. A Water Tiki. That's going to be a starter pack. So we actually have 2 Water Tikis. So we'll pull these out right away. We also have 2 Life Hammer Traps. Another Air Jughead. Got an Undead Skull. This is the Undead Orb. Ooh, here's one I haven't had in a while. The Fire. This is actually Fire Captain's hat, I believe. Fire Captain's hat. Got a Water Log Holder. We'll have to check this one and see if it's Outlaw Brawl and Chain or not. We have a Earth Totem, which actually was this potentially Red Hot Tussle Sprout, I think. I'll have to double check that one too, I think. Another Tech Scepter. And we do have a Chaos Trap. Just the standard version, not the ultimate from the Dark Edition, but a standard Chaos Trap, which we haven't had in stock in a little while. So, we got that there. And then we have another bag. It looks like still Trap Team. Oh, I think this one might be all Trap Masters, actually. I think that's how they split it up. All right. Am I going to stream tomorrow? Probably not. I'm probably going to take tomorrow off and be back on Monday for my normal stream. Scorp, we're just past 1 o'clock. It's 1:14 right now. I think Torch's gun was more in the up position. So, I mean, looking at the one I pulled yesterday, it's in the exact same position as the one I pulled yesterday, which is different from the one I pulled 2 days ago. Yeah, that is a nice fire trap. That's not one I see too often. Okay, the Earth Totem was Red Hot Tussle Sprout, so we'll have to, yeah, we'll definitely double check that. What would I do if there's a yawn trap amongst a lot and you didn't know it was there? I'd be speechless. I wouldn't know what to do with it. That would be fantastic. It would probably be a similar reaction to when you saw me get the bronze hot dog the other day that I didn't know was there. You're not going to get super wild and crazy reactions from me probably, but yeah, that would be fantastic. Gonna need that trap as well. There you go. Found something else for you. All right. Let's get on with the last bag from this lot here. We do have Thunderbolt. Hopefully all these weapons are intact the way they're kind of crammed in this bag, but we do have a Nightlight, which is good. These have been flying off the shelves. We got Blastermind. One of my favorites, Shortcut. We got Tough Luck. Here is Kaboom. Actually, wow. It's not something you see every day. 2 Kabooms. 2 Kabooms in the same lot. All right. There is a Crypt King. Got Bushwhack. Oh, here we go. Here's an intact Gusto. So they just shoved the broken one in the other bag. And a Lobstar. So those were all intact, I believe. All right, so that's box 1, which is actually the biggest box by size, but it had a lot of packing material and had quite a bit of larger Trapmaster figures. So we'll do this the same way we did it yesterday. Give me a second to move figures on my table, and I'll get to the second box. All right. Pumpkin Eyebrow had a bad cold and ruined my sleep schedule. Oof. Oh, that sounds gross. I don't need to hear about that. I'm sorry you had a bad night's sleep, but oof. Skylanders that are part of their base are the best. Nightfall, Lightning Rod, Gilgrunt Series 2. Yeah. I mean Nightfall, Chris, Nightfall in particular, I really, really like. Like that is I've always commented how I love how the hair runs straight into the base. That's a great way to do it. All right, box number 2. This is actually the smallest box of the 3. It is unfortunately kind of crushed, so I'm hoping that, like, I don't know if you can see it, like all the ripples here. So we'll see what happens. Oh, this one I did want to highlight. I got this nice little handwritten note from the seller. I'm not going to read it out loud here, but it's very, very much appreciated. It was a great little extra touch to everything. It basically said, like, I hope these Skylanders find a great new home or whatever. Got a lot of tissue paper in here. It's always a good sign. Can reuse that too. And then we have layers of Skylanders. Oh, okay. I remember this lot now. So this is one. This is one I think I'm probably going to keep for my own collection. But I saw it in the lot and I've never had one personally. And it's one I've always wanted to add to my collection. But this is a flocked Stump Smash. I don't know if you can tell that from the camera angle there. But yeah, a flocked Stump Smash. It's out of box, I understand, but it's one of the earliest variants that I always wanted. And it's actually in decent condition for me out of box. So yeah, that I've never seen one like loose in a lot before. I've only ever seen like people selling them either individually or in new in box. So Flock Stump Smash. Honestly, I think this can go up on the shelf. I might have to almost I almost want to get like a case for that or something, just so like I'm not constantly touching it, because I'm sure that flocking can come off very easily. But that was honestly a big reason for me buying this lot. There's some other decent stuff in here, don't get me wrong, but yeah, that piece right there, even though I'm keeping it for my own collection, I was excited about that. So yes, I have a Flock Stump Smash. It's awesome. All right, continuing on. Well, here's another nice piece. Series 2 Bash. Don't see these every day. I know these are a little bit harder to find, but Series 2 Bash. That will be going up in the shop. We got Series 1 Hot Dog. Tail included. It's all good there. We have a Light Core Prism Break. Chris, or wait, no, sorry, Chase. This one, here you go. Flock Stump Smash. Love this guy. Like, it honestly looks like you just took it out of the box. And that's why I don't want to touch it too much. Trying to hold it by the base as much as possible, but like I feel like I'm gonna wreck it. All right, what else we got in here? We got Warnado, original Series 1. We have a glow-in-the-dark Cinder. So this one has a little bit of dirt on it, but actually much cleaner than the ones I've been pulling recently. I always said these get super dirty really easily because that glow paint just picks up all the other colors. But that one looks pretty good. We have a Dune Bug. Solid. Have another variant here with Legendary Igniter. Got a couple magic items. The Anvil Rain. Got Sparks. Got the Healing Elixir. We have a Series 1 Slam Bam. There you go, Brian. I should get an Eon's Elite case for that. I'll have to see if I can track one down. Yes, Fox Stump Smash was like moss on a tree. I think it was a great choice for them to do that. Wildfire's your favorite Skylander. Voodooed. All sorts of stuff here. Do you think Igniter should have gotten a Light Core instead of a Ruptor? I mean, Ruptors is actually pretty good. Because, I mean, lava would glow. But I could definitely see either like the flames from Igniter's head glowing, or if they could make his sword glow somehow, that would have been cool. Speaking of Igniter, here we have a Series 1 Igniter. We got a Series 2 Terrafin. Series 1 Gil Grunt. Could you try? Siri, I'm not talking to you. Thank you. And a Series 2 Lightning Rod. All right, so that's the first layer in this box. That was mentioned in the note that I got with this box, that I packed them in layers for safety. So please be careful when unpacking. Like, yeah, there's so much tissue paper in here. I love it. You see, like, tissue paper, I don't mind because it's all one solid piece and I can, pull it out, as opposed to packing peanuts or shredded paper. Let's not do that, folks. Let's not do that. All right, what we got down here? Got some level pieces. We do have Dragon's Peak. And, ooh, another golden Dragonfire cannon. So we just got the first one of these earlier this week, and second one now. Got Darklight Crypt. Used to be so hard to find. We have the Empire of Ice. These all actually look in really good condition. Not quite as beat up as they usually are. We also have a Tower of Time. And a few more magic items to go along with those. We have the Sky Iron Shield, the Winged Boots, and the Sky Diamond. We also have a Scorpion Striker to go along with that Dragonfire Cannon. Haven't seen that one in a while either. Yeah, Hot Dog has a lot of variants. Most of them are good, but he has a lot of variants. Yeah, the Frito-Lay Chase ones, I was lucky enough to get those. They're fantastic. Grabbing the Legendary Igniter. Gotta be quick. We'll see. Your sisters want their own Skylanders? Hey, I know a place where you can get them. Am I scared of the dark? No, not really. Saw a cockroach the other night. Yeah, I'm not a fan of cockroaches. I stay far, far away from them. We do have Aiden Genie. Got Eyebrow. And is this the last one in the box? I think so. It is a mismatch. We have Magnazone. Let's see. Does this blast line up with... Oh, here we go. Here we go. I do have a spare charge on my shelf of swapper halves. Like I said, this is why I keep those halves around, because you never know when I might find the second piece I need. So yeah, we got a Magna Charge that I can put in the shop now. But I now have two bottom halves of Blast Zone. So that's unfortunate. But we'll see what we can do. All right, so that was box 2. I mean, I think it's pretty solid for such a small box. And how banged up it was. Everything stayed healthy, thankfully. We got the Series 2 Bash, Hot Dog, and a few other nice little pieces, a few level pieces and such. Oh, and the Flocked Stump Smash, right? That was the big one. When am I going to put the Freeze Blade in the shop? Freeze Blade should be in the shop right now. That was all stuff I got yesterday. I didn't pull a Freeze Blade today yet. But yeah, otherwise stuff from today. Once I open this third box, we're gonna go through, test, and reset everything live on the stream, and then about 2 hours after I'm done with the live stream, everything will be up on the site, ready for sale. Does the SCL Shop ship to Canada? Unfortunately, no, Mitchell. It's just a matter of shipping, and shipping costs are ridiculous when I try to ship out of the US. As I've explained to other folks before, the bare minimum shipping cost for me to ship out of the US is going to be $25. So whereas I can ship, a few figures for like $5 within the US, as soon as I go across the border to Canada, even though I'm super close to Canada, they're still going to charge me $25 at a minimum. So it just doesn't become cost effective. So right now I don't ship internationally, even to Canada. And that's something I'm going to have to try to figure out a better solution to. But right now I do not. Yes, Freeze Blade is in the shop. That's what I thought. That's nice. S1 Spyro got a free Flame Slinger with it. That's awesome. Flame Slinger alone is worth 99 cents. Yeah, so Flock's Thumb Smash is actually one of those few figures we do have production numbers for. And part of that was like it was part of a giveaway promotion. And so as part of the fine print, the legal side of things, they usually need to tell you like how many figures there are. That's why we know too for the Frito-Lay Firebone hot dogs that we were talking about before. We have approximate numbers on those. We've made an assumption along the way that they're split evenly between red, green, and purple. But we do have some sort of production number for that as well. All right. So last box. Let's do this. This is the medium size box that I was talking about. It is a large flat rate box that gives you, so I think that's like a 12 by 12 size there. Yeah. 12 by 12 by 5.5 inches tall. So, pretty sizable box. We'll see how well it's packed though. Oh, one of my least favorite. Let's just put them in a plastic bag and dump them in the box. Well, they'll be easy to unpack. Let's just hope they survive shipment. The box itself looks like it's pretty much intact, but all right. So, Drosif, I don't remember exactly. I remember thinking it's close to like 1,500 a piece, but it's not exactly. It's like somewhere between like 15 and 1,700. So like not a lot, but I can try to look up the numbers later. Or if you do a search on my site for like Frito-Lay hot dog, and you might find one of the old articles I posted that might have that information in it. But yeah, I don't recall offhand, but it's fairly low. I think overall lower than the 7,334 of Flock Stump Smash. All right. So, you know what we haven't found today yet? Tree Rex. Now we have. We also have a few more giants in here. There's a Thumpback. And, oh, variant. Pumpkin Eyebrow. Hey, you're still in here. I'm going to throw this up because it's sitting there. Nice. All right. If someone sends you a broken figure, but it's super glued to the point where it's good as new, will it still sell as broken? It honestly depends if I notice it. I mean, if I notice the break or if I notice the glue, then I'm gonna sell it as broken. I will not intentionally sell it as a good as new figure. But if I overlook, like, you guys have sometimes called me out on stuff when I hold it up to the camera and you're like, hey, that one's broken. Like I will admit I don't always notice things right away. So I would not intentionally sell it as broken. All right, we got a Crusher. And his partner, we got Granite Crusher. This is one of my favorite variants early on too. Got ourselves another Ninjini. Lots of folks looking for the Pumpkin Eyebrow. Is that what you're saying, Courtney? All right, we got 2 Swarms. Let's keep this going here. It looks like a lot of Giants in this lot. Maybe, is it all Giants? Might be all Giants, actually. All right, we got Series 2 Terrafin. And I forgot to push some of my Skylanders out of the way. All right. We have Legendary Jetback. Looking good there. Yeah, Brian, I think we all were. Pumpkin Eyebrow should have been an in-game variant. There's no reason he shouldn't have been. No reason. Do I know how rare Scarlet and Genie? I mean, it was just an in-game variant. I don't think it was even a store exclusive. I think that was available everywhere, right? So I mean, that I think, yeah, they're a little bit harder to find than the standard version. There were fewer produced than the standard version, but I wouldn't call it super rare. Maybe uncommon. Would it be possible to buy a figure, send them to a friend in New Mexico? Absolutely. I have zero problem with that. If you give me a US address, I will ship to that address. That if it's your friend, if it's your grandma, if it's I mean, there are companies that specialize in basically holding on to people's orders and then shipping them internationally for them. I've shipped to those places before too. So as long as you give me a US address, yeah, I don't care who I'm shipping it to, as long as you're okay with it. Looking for a Light Core Pop Fizz. We got a lot of figures to go through. I honestly don't remember if there's one in here. I know I've looked at a lot of lots that had Light Core Pop Fizz. I haven't won most of them, but maybe. That makes 2 legendaries for you to pick up. We'll see if maybe we can make it 3. Where's the figure focus for Ninjini? Well, we haven't gotten there yet, Jinzo. So I'm still making it through all the SSA figures, and then we'll jump into the Giants. So we'll get there eventually. Ninjini loses arms easily? That's interesting. I don't think I've had an armless Ninjini. Quick Draw Rattleshake? I mean, it's kind of rare. It was not, I mean, it was a free-to-play giveaway first, and then it was in stores eventually. So, I mean, it shouldn't be super rare, but you're right. I don't see them on the secondary market very often, but that's probably because Quick Draw Rattleshake is the best in-game variant out there, and people just want to hold on to them. No one wants to sell them. That's probably why. Yes, he does glow in the dark. He absolutely glows in the dark. Yeah, I don't ship internationally, so no, I will not ship to Chile right now. Do I sell portals? If I have them in stock, I will sell them to you. I'm honestly at the point where I'm probably just going to have to start listing them on the site, so people know what I have. But let me know what you're looking for. Like if you're looking for standard PlayStation or Nintendo portals, I have a lot of those. I have quite a few for 360. I don't have any for Xbox One right now. Mitchell, I don't know the names of any of them right now. I can look into it and maybe get back to you. But yeah, shipping to your friend might be the best option right now. All right. Moving on. We do have Flashwing. Series 1 Flashwing. And look at that. We have another hot dog with a tail. So that's good. Got a Series 2 Chop Chop. We got a Series 1 Sprocket. Another golden Dragonfire Cannon. Man, I hadn't gotten any of these prior to this week, and now I have 3 of them. There's our Series 2 Cinder. Had to be expected. Series 2 Zook. Oh, is this another legendary you need? Do you need legendary stealth elf? We might have all the legendaries in here from Giants. We have a Lycor Prism Break. Arm's a little loose, but I think it's still intact. Yeah, it's not going anywhere. So yeah, he's good. Oh man. So I know who was it yesterday that was looking for Series 2 Gil Grunt. So I have a Series 2 Gil Grunt, but it's broken. His weapon's snapped off. So that's going to go in the broken pile. If anybody wants a cheap Series 2 Gil Grunt and you don't mind it being broken, I got one. We got Light Core Jetvac. Series 2 Flame Slinger. Yeah, I might have to set up another category for carrying cases and portals and such. Getting a lot of extra stuff that I'm going to have to move sooner or later. Flashwind can break easily for sure. You want the legendary stealth elf? How much for the elf? That one, I mean, check the shop. Do a quick search for it in the shop. I'm not sure if I've had that one in stock before, so I might have to add it to the shop, but I don't think it'll be too pricey. I'm thinking, I mean, my gut, don't quote me on this, that could change. I have to do my research, but my gut says less than 10, probably less than 5, but I don't know for sure. You need all the Giants legendaries? Well, all right. Well, Stealth Elf is there for you. Actually, here, let me do, we had Stealth Elf, Jetvac, Igniter. What's the last one? Oh, Slam Bam. Here you go. Slam Bam. I have all the Giants legendaries for you. There are a ton of Stealth Elf figures out there. Legendary ones are a little bit harder to find. You want to get most of the Stealth Elf figures for an inside joke lot? Yeah. Happily. I have plenty of Stealth Elves and I will sell them to you cheap. Most of them are already pretty cheap. I think you're right. It was Oscar who's looking for S2 Gil Grunt. Wolfgang. Do I have Wolfgang in stock? I don't think I have any in stock right now. I've sold through a few already, but I got my PS5 from a store. I actually got I got mine from okay, so here's a funny story. I actually got 2 PS5s. I knew I needed one because I wanted to stream. And so I went on a binge one week and it's like, okay, I'm going to get myself a PS5. And it took me a few days of following all the releases and stuff. And I got one of my orders in at Walmart, but then I saw all these reports of people coming out and saying, hey, I mean, why are they selling more? They still haven't shipped mine from a month ago. I'm like, well, that doesn't bode well for my order. Is it going to get canceled? Is it going to be waiting for another month? So like 2 days later, then Sony Direct had some PS5s, and so I got one there as well. And so I ordered there and like, okay, whichever one ships first, I'll go and cancel the other one. Well, Sony Direct shipped like 2 days later. And so I went to the Walmart one to cancel it and found it had shipped. They just never sent me an email telling me that they shipped it. So I actually got sent 2 and sold one off. But yeah, I did get it from a store. And then I was a reseller. Oh, Legendary Bouncer. Do we have a Legendary Bouncer? Hey, look at that. Legendary Bouncer. Found it. Is that all the lines Giants legendaries now, I think? Yeah. This might be a fairly complete Giants lot, actually. Now that I'm looking at it. Do you have all the Spiral legendaries? Probably not in stock. Yeah, Courtney, thank you for that too. All right. All right. Let's see what else we can find. We have a standard bouncer as well, which is good because I somehow sold out of these. This is like the only giant I'm sold out of. I I was very surprised by that. I didn't realize so many people wanted bouncer. All right, we talked about him earlier. We have Light Core Eruptor. There is a Series 2 Wrecking Ball. Should have been keeping track of these to see if this is a complete set of giants. It's going to be real close. Here's Series 1 Shroom Boom. Series 2 Lightning Rod. Series 2 Eruptor. Oh, man. Well, we're going to have some broken ones at least. So here is a broken Chill. So this is Series 1 Chill. I do have the arm to go along with it, but this one's pretty well snapped off. You might be able to... Okay, yeah, there we go. If I twist it the right way. You can get it back in there. You could probably glue it, but definitely have a damaged Chill. But then not damaged, we do have Light Core Hex. And here's another one I have trouble finding usually too. Series 2 Hex. All intact. This might be my favorite Hex figure, actually. Like, I love how they got the... Like, there's skulls in all of these orbs. Probably can't see that too well. But even down here and the one going around the back, there's little skulls in all the orbs. Yeah, that's a great looking figure right there. Glad to see that's intact. Absolutely, I do. I play and collect. So my story, since I'm guessing you haven't heard it too much, I run the site SkylandersCharacterList.com. And that is, back in the day, I collected everything. I had a fairly complete collection, minus, rare chase variants that were hard to find. I took a break about 4 or 5 years ago when, after Imaginators, I thought, hey, they're not coming out with more games. The community is probably going to die down a bit. I'm going to go do something else. And so when that happened, over the next few years, it wasn't right away, but over the next few years, I moved a few times. All my Skylanders are packed up in boxes. I wasn't playing with them. And so I decided to sell some of them off. I didn't want to sell all of them off because I still like playing the games. I still wanted to have a partial collection at least. But I sold off everything except the first appearance of every character. So all the Series 1 figures, plus all the Superchargers, because those were different characters. And then a few variants, both in-game or chase, that either I really liked or they meant something to me, or like I found them personally in store. Like my Rock Candy Pinata, I'm never giving that up. I found that in store. I'm going to hold on to that. Quick Draw Rattleshake, best in-game variant ever. I will never get rid of that figure. So now I'm getting back into it. I still play. I stream on Mondays and Thursdays, actually playing the game, and I am slowly building my collection back up again. So, but in the meantime, I am buying a bunch of lots, and I opened up the shop, and I'm selling them to you guys. So, yes, 2 hexes intact, but Chill comes broken. I mean, those are all the figures that break. You just found me yesterday. Welcome to the family. Glad to have you here. Yeah, I mean, it's not a break. You're right. I mean, it's actually, you know what? This looks like someone may have tried to repair it once already. I think there's some glue on here, and not like factory glue. Like this is like super glue. So yeah, it already looks like someone tried to repair, but yeah, her arm fell out of socket basically. The Series 2 hex should be the light core. I could see that. It could work, definitely. You play, but definitely want to start collecting. Well, check out the site. It's a good way to start your collection. I don't know if anyone had that in mind while designing it, but I can definitely see it. All right. Got a few more figures here. Let's finish this up. We have Series 2 Stump Smash. We have the original Pop Fizz. So that's Series 1 Pop Fizz. We do have a Light Core Chill. So that one is intact. I mean, that one doesn't break quite as much because it has another point of stability there. We got Series 2 Slam Bam. Have Series 2 Trigger Happy with his coins intact today. We've got Light Core Shroom Boom with his glowing mushrooms. Oh, well, this is... Yeah, I don't think we have a complete set of these, but we have I Small, the sidekick version. So orange base sidekick, I Small. We have a Series 2 Double Trouble. Pirate Dad, how you doing? Is Light Core Chill really that high now? I'd be surprised about that. Courtney, I have noticed that yeah, Series 2 Slam Bam is getting a little bit harder to find. I've been surprised with that one. But yeah, still get them from once in a while. Wow. This was in the last box. I was gonna say, do we get two in this box? But no, there is Series 2 Bash. So we pulled two Series 2 Bashes today. Here is Series 1 Jetvac. Gotta get the starter packs in there, right? Here is Series 2 Drill Sergeant. Wow, Light Core Chill going for 40. Okay. I gotta watch out for that one more. Love the shop. That's what I like to hear, Buttercrush. Found Light Core Chill for 11 on eBay. Well, there you go. There you go. All right, we got Eyebrow wrapping up our Giants collection. We had the variant before, but now we got the standard. We got Series 2 Whirlwind. Thankfully, the baby is intact today. Anyone watching yesterday knows that we had a missing baby with our Series 2 Sonic Boom yesterday. We got Fright Rider, Series 1. Got our Light Core Drobot, which, once again, someone brought up the other day. They failed with this one. Like, this little dot back here glows. Totally should have been the eyes. His eyes should have been the Light Core feature. All right, we have another variant. Got our Gnarly Tree Rex. We have Legendary Igniter. And we had one in the previous box, but now we did have the full legendary set in this box alone. All right, there is our Series 2 Spyro. Another kind of hard to find figure there. And looks like the last one in this box. There's our Series 2 Drobot. Love it. Love it, love it, love it. So yeah, that was a solid box there, because that had I wish I was keeping track. What was that, a complete set of Giants figures? If not, it was very, very close. So I mean, we had like all the standard figures, even the hard to find, like Spyro and Drobot. We had the Light Core Chill in there. We had a bunch of Light Core figures too. Oh, you know what we didn't have? We didn't have like a Series 2 Prison Break. That's when I don't see much at all. I always see the Light Core Prison Break, but Series 2 Prison Break, I have not seen him in a long time. So yeah, definitely not complete, but a lot of them. Got a lot of them. And a few variants. Like I said, the pumpkin eyebrow was in there. That was cool. So yeah, we'll get all that stuff up on the site very shortly. But before we do that, oh yeah, no Light Core Pop Fizz either. I mean, come on, what are you gonna do? Oh, yeah, legendary Light Core Chill. Sure, we didn't hit that one. That's true. We had all the other legendaries, but legendary Light Core Chill is a little bit harder to find too. All right. Zook. We totally had a Zook. Yeah. Yeah, we had a Series 2 Zook. Well, we didn't have Zap. We didn't have a Series 2 Zap though. Yeah. So there are a few other ones that are missing. Kansas found Light Core Chill for $8. Nicely done. So yeah, I don't know what vintage stock is. I'm assuming that's what I'm saying. Shop local. Shop local. That's the way to go about it. We did indeed have a Sprocket. Yeah. So Mitchell, I haven't opened this up publicly yet. I am willing to buy Skylanders if people have them to sell. I will tell you, as I tell everybody, I'm a business, right? You can see what I'm selling and what I'm selling them for. So I don't pay a lot because I still got to make a profit. I can't lose money on this. So if you have figures to sell, I may be interested in buying, but just know that if you want to sell to me, don't expect to get a lot of money for them. But yeah, I'm working on setting up a system that will help speed up that process a little bit, where you can kind of like submit your list of figures to me and I can get you a quote and that type of thing. Maybe even automate that process at some point. We'll see. Yeah, if anybody has info on this, I don't know right now. I was surprised that it was 40 in the first place. I'm guessing it's probably out of box, but if anybody, Pirate Dad, if you're still here or something, you might have that information. But yeah, okay. So part 2 of these streams, if you've been following along the past 3 days, you know that after unboxing the figures, I go through and test them and reset them, because that's something I need to do offline anyway. I mean, I need to do, and we decided, hey, I might as well do it online. It gives you a recap if you came in late. It'll give you a recap of what I unboxed. So you can see everything, make sure everything works. And it also adds to our watch hours because we're still trying to hit 4,000 watch hours. So that's just a little bonus for me there. But we will go through and do that. Once I'm done testing and resetting figures, I'll jump offline and then upload or update the database for the shop and let you know when everything is up there. So, there you go. Out of box seed Light Core Chill go for 30 to 40. There you go. Have a problem that a lot of valuable Skylanders, but no buyers. I know I'm sitting on €300 investment with a €600 value, but no buyers. That's unfortunate. Yeah, there's, I mean, at least in the US right now, there seems to be plenty of buyers, but are you able to like sell on eBay, and could you sell internationally? I mean, just charge a boatload for shipping to get them over here. But if someone's really that desperate to get some of those rare figures, maybe shipping internationally would help. If it's something you really need to get rid of. I mean, yeah, that's my only thought is if you can't find a buyer locally, then maybe look about internationally. But that's part of the reason I don't have to. If I didn't have buyers in the US, yeah, I'd have to start looking internationally. That's where I would start. So, but right now I have plenty of buyers in the US. Any must-have Skylanders, Xavier? I mean, just in general, like for playing in the game, it's whatever you like, whatever are your favorites. I wouldn't say there's any go-to. Everybody needs to have this Skylander. Pirate Dad says out of box you can expect to find for $25 if you wait long enough, but regularly goes for 40 new in box. Okay. So 40 is the new unbox price. You might be able to find a better deal if you're willing to wait for it. So I will have to see. Actually, I think most of the Lightcore figures I did research ahead of time. And so I have a price up on the site. Let's go check it out. Live research. Has anyone checked that out yet? What I have it actually listed at? Let's see. Chill. So I currently have Lightcore Chill listed in the site for $12.99. That might have to change based on prices that I'm hearing right now. Like I want to give you guys a good deal, but $12.99 seems low. So I'll have to double check that. I mean, I can't imagine it going up too much. I might raise to like $14.99 or something like that. I don't know. Like I feel bad for a core, basically a core Skylander. I mean, yes, it is light core. Yes, it is a little bit hard to find, but I mean, charging $15 is already over retail. A figure that I mean, how many of you out there would be interested in buying Light Core Chill right now? Like if I list Light Core Chill for $15, let's say, how many of you would say, yes, I want that right now and try to add it to your cart? Yeah, that's something that you need to be careful with, as Kansas said. Make sure that it has the right pose, because especially if you're buying online, people will list it incorrectly just to get the search traffic, and if someone doesn't know what they're looking for, yeah, they're gonna get the wrong one. So if you're looking for it, like this is the light core chill. Like the one thing I always like to remember with light cores, most light cores, not all of them, but most of them, like they have some extra piece like this stuck into the base, and that's usually what ends up lighting up. So that's kind of like what I start to look for. That's how I always remember Shroom Boom is he has that mushroom in the ground that he's holding on to, and that's what lights up. And so like this here, she has this piece in the ground. Let's see. You have them all listed singly in your local marketplace. Okay. That's definitely a good place to start. But I mean, if you're not getting any buyers, any nibbles there, keep expanding. I guess I would say. What would you do if I want to buy something, but I'm outside the U.S.? Like I said, I'm sorry. I'm just not shipping internationally right now. Perhaps down the road, I'll find a solution for you. Um, but it just doesn't make sense right now for me. Sevenfold. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Uh, I would, but I'm playing with the figures you just sent me. Hashtag ad. Love it. Yeah, I would buy it now. Usually I don't buy stock images. I mean, hey, I'm telling you, it's I mean, I use stock images just because it's easier than otherwise I'd be I mean, it would be a full-time job if I took pictures of every figure that I got in stock here and posted them on the site. Full-time job. There you go. Okay, Lycor Chill and Lycor Pop Fizz. We're both wave 5. Shoot. Okay. Yeah. That I mean, I know I have Lycor Pop Fizz listed a lot higher. Yeah. So we might go. I'm thinking minimum 15 for chill. Maybe bump it up to 20. It might be one of those long term experiments. List it at 20 and see if anybody buys it. All right. You just want to sell your duplicates. Have 6 Sunbirds, 10 Trigger Happies. So I mean, for more common figures like that, like Trigger Happy, like I'm really not paying much. Like I mean, usually when I'm calculating how much I pay for a lot, I'm not even I just ignore starter pack figures. Like they don't even enter the calculation because I get so many of them. They're hard to sell. Yeah, I'm not going to pay for those. All right. I do get asked this a lot. I absolutely get asked this a lot. Their tree record, there is not currently an SCL Discord. That's a whole nother platform. It's going to be a whole nother project for me to set up and do it right. Um, it seems like there is a significant demand for it. So I may have to head down that road eventually. But right now, I'm like, as much as I talk about the shop and as successful as it has been, it's only been, we haven't even been open for a month. It'll, like I said, it will on the 15th of June, I will have been open for a month. So I'm still in the beginning stages of the shop. I want to make sure everything is running smoothly with the shop. I get all the kinks worked out. I'm still working on like storage solutions for all of these figures and getting into systems here. So before I take on another project like a Discord, I need to make sure this is running smoothly. Sure. Yes, that one cookie. I do show everything on stream, but not everybody watches the streams. People might just run across the shop and say, "Hey, who is this guy? I don't know. He's using stock images." So I can see from that point of view. I mean, maybe I need to put a link and say, "Hey, if you want to check out my live unboxings, see these figures in person." Well, not in person actually, but Yeah, I have a light core pop fizz at 25. For, I was gonna say light core pop fizz feels more rare than light core chill, but I've actually run across a light core pop fizz before, and this is the first light core chill I've gotten. So you have a point. You have a point. Maybe. I think 20 USD would probably be best number for what you're going for. Less than average market price, but not overly cheap. Yeah. And that's kind of what I'm getting at. So I think that'll probably bump up to 20 if you're looking to pick that up. That's where I'll start it later today. So let's see. First Skylander gonna buy a Sunburn. Cool. All right. My wife thought of getting a lander for your birthday on the 22nd. I just direct her to my site. And she can buy all the Skylanders she wants. All right. Testing. We need to jump. I got scolded for using the term jump the other day because I'm not actually jumping anywhere. Oh, let's do this. We go into Skylanders Imaginators and start testing figures. I should have kept that box over here again, so I have somewhere to put the ones after I scan them. All right. And I like my headphones just so I can hear the game. They're not really necessary, but kind of keeps me on track a little bit, knowing when I've actually scanned them in. Or if I'm just waiting for something to be scanned in. Hey, Jinzo, I have no problem with that. I have zero problem with that. I need a link to my YouTube channel. I mean, there is that just directly in the menu? I have, where is it? So in the menu, I guess it's under archives right now, but if you go to archives watch, it has all of my recent YouTube videos there, right on the site. There is my social links are in the upper right hand corner if you're on desktop. There's Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube. So I mean, there are links to my YouTube channel on there. They could probably be more prominent, but that's something I need to work on. So yes, this I agree with wholeheartedly. Light Core Pop Fizz looks cooler than Light Core Chill. That looks cooler. Oh boy. Fired up. Traps first. I can't do the traps because I have Imaginators in here right now, and they don't work that way. So getting stronger. Yeah. Courtney, you know how this goes. Go Imaginators, and then Superchargers, and then Trap Team. Here, let's make Light Core Chill. Make sure Light Core Chill actually works, so we don't all that talk for nothing. But no, Light Core Chill is functioning. She lights up just fine, and it's kind of weak light, I feel, because it's trying to shoot up into that blade that I showed you, but the light is like down in the base, and it's just like shining upwards, and it doesn't really light it up like I would like. It's not as good as the glowing bottle in Pop Fizz's hand. It's not as good as the glowing mushroom for Shroom Boom. It's not as good as the glowing mouth for Eruptor. Like other figures, they did Light Core a whole lot better. So yes, Slam Studios. I could test them just to see if they work, but I especially today I got a few that I need to check and see if they're the villain variants, and for that I need to do it in Trap Team. So I know I'm gonna have to get down to Trap Team eventually, because it's kind of the same reasoning for the vehicles. Like, yes, I could put them on the portal in superchargers just to make sure that the chip still gets read and they function, but I want to reset them, get rid of all the gear bits and all the upgrades from the vehicles, and so that's why I need to go back to superchargers and actually reset the vehicles. So yes, I've definitely tried to shortcut things before, and that's why over time I've figured this out and determined that's the most efficient way for me to do it right now. Just kind of walk through. Joel, you did indeed tell me you're going to grab those superchargers, and you followed through. I appreciate that. I greatly appreciate that. I think you might have been my biggest sale yesterday. I think we had like 5 sales yesterday, and yeah, I think yours was the biggest. I think you had, would you have 7 pair? 7 drivers and 7 vehicles? Because you said you only buy them in pairs now. Yeah, I want to go through and like either make, I don't know if it's just a blog post or if I make a video about, you know, putting each of the figures on in every game and to see like how it comes up here. Like we're saying with some of the chase variants, you want to see if they pop up as special or rare or whatever. And then, yeah, the artwork that they use, it changes game to game to game. And I will never fully understand why. It's just, I think they got lazy at some points or put the wrong file name in or who knows what.
My flames are growing.
So, Jins, yes, I do. So like I said, I just got back from vacation, so this is not my normal schedule. I typically stream on Mondays and Thursdays, and those days will be me playing through the games. I'm trying to level up some Skylanders so I can do some other fun run-throughs, whether it's just like walkthrough videos or locks or whatever. And so I just need to get acclimated with the games again because it's been a few years since I played most of them. So that's what my Monday and Thursday streams typically are. And then I sprinkle in whenever I do get packages for the shop, those get added to my schedule as it happens. Because I can't plan ahead for those 100%. So what usually happens is that when I see a package is out for delivery in the morning, I'll throw it out on Twitter and say, hey, I have a package out for delivery. We'll have an unboxing later today. And then when I get the package, actually, because it's never delivered at the same time, because they're not that reliable. So whenever I get the package, I'll say, okay, I got the package. We're going live in like half an hour. And occasionally, if that happens on a Monday or Thursday, I'll kind of combine the streams. I'll do like the unboxing first and then just run that straight into my normal play stream. But yeah, if I don't have any unboxings, which I think this is the last of what I had coming in. So next week I would expect just my normal two streams on Monday and Thursday. I start at 1 p.m. Central, like I did today, and usually run about 4 hours. So you can either catch that live or catch that on the replay. There will be plenty of content out there. But yes, I do definitely play. Yes, Pirate Dad, you could definitely help me out with the chase variants. And that's the thing. I would need some help right now because I don't own all of these things. That's part of the reason I haven't made any videos like that, kind of documenting everything that goes on with the figures in game, because I don't have the figures out of the game. Do you know where I can find Skylanders for Nintendo Switch? I can't find it at any store. Yeah, you're not going to find it in the store. It's super hard to find right now. It's super expensive.
Enchanting.
Courtney, did you still have a copy for sale? I know you had an extra copy at one point. I actually need to pick it up. I wish I did. But yeah, I should get my hands on a copy for Switch. I never did because back in the day I had it for Wii U, but I got rid of that one too. So that doesn't even help me anymore. Right now I just have all the PlayStation for PlayStation 3, PlayStation 4, and I have all the 3DS games too. But I don't have any other Nintendo console for it. Well, I don't have Skylanders for any other Nintendo console, I should say that. Jojo, you did put in a huge order the other day too. There have been a lot of good size orders coming through, and I appreciate that. I appreciate all of that from you guys. Your wife and I do buy in pairs because we won't want to play. I want to do 4 of each. Yeah. So you can have both sets. I get it.
Drop the hammer.
Courtney, I have always wondered the same thing. I don't understand why they made that decision. Like, the Dark Pack included Dark Stealth Elf and Dark Sea Shadow. There should have either been a Dark Nightfall and Dark Sea Shadow, or I would have actually liked to see a Dark Stealth Stinger. Like, if you want to keep the Dark Stealth Elf, give me a Dark Stealth Stinger. That would have been amazing. Because I don't... The Sea Shadow is one of my favorite vehicles. Like, I love the design, but I don't like the dark version. I like the original version of Sea Shadow. And so it doesn't make sense to me that they made, like, I don't think it even looks that good. Like, so yeah, I can't explain that one. I think they made a mistake. I really do. Joel, I had them together a couple days ago. I had the Thrillipede and the Buzzwing. And now the Thrillipede sold and I just have 2 Buzzwings. Apparently someone didn't need or want a Buzzwing to go along with it, but I have 2 Buzzwings in stock now.
Looking pretty good.
Yeah, package delivery is so unpredictable, Jinzo. I mean, usually mine don't come till mid-afternoon, sometimes early evening. But the other day I got a package at like 10 a.m. And I'm like, how did that happen? That never happens. Like, that's always like the first window they give me, but it never actually shows up then. They just adjust the delivery window throughout the day.
Silent but deadly. Catch a glimpse. Silent but deadly. Catch a glimpse.
Yeah, it is a pain to reset figures if you want a different path. Although, if you put them in, what is it? If you put them in superchargers, you can switch paths, right? Was that for every figure, I think? Or was it just the newer figures? Kind of wanted to say it wasn't every figure, but no problem, Courtney. We can work together. When you have something that I don't, why wouldn't I send them your way? I know you know what you're doing.
Let the flames begin.
You just got here. Well, yeah, you missed the whole unboxing. But now you can catch the recap. So a lot of good giant stuff today. We had a lot that was almost a complete giant set. Not quite. But it had a lot of the hard to find stuff. Series 2 Bash, Series 2 Spyro, Series 2 Drobot. And we got a Light Core Chill to go along with it as well. I did not get Light Core Pop Fizz though. Got a lot of variants in there. Almost all the legendaries for giants. Pumpkin Eyeball. The lot before that had a lot of Trap Team and Superchargers. Mostly Trap Team. There was a Nightlight in there. I mean, Crypt King, Blastermind, all those guys. A few more vehicles. There's a big bag of traps that had some decent traps in there. Oh, okay. Hold up. I should say the biggest piece that I got today, which unfortunately I'm not putting in the shop. Somebody that came late didn't see this because this came in like this was in the second box, I guess. But I had a new piece to my shelf here. This is gonna be a small picture, but I got a flocked stump smash. I saw this sitting there in the picture and I'm like, I need to have that. Like, it was decently priced. Like, basically the lot, the price that I paid for the lot is probably what I would have expected to pay just for this figure. And so I got this figure plus, 30 other figures or something basically for free. So yeah, I got my flocked stump smash, but I need to find a case to put this in because, like I said, I want to stop touching it. I feel like it's going to fall apart. But yeah, that was kind of my big find for today. But like I said, that's not going in the shop. That's mine. That's on the shelf. Yeah, we got two S2 bashes. There was no Jade Flashwing. That's true. For all the variants that we got, like, we got the Pumpkin Eyebrow, we got Gnarly Tree Rex, bunch of legendaries, Glow in the Dark Cinder. So I mean, a fair amount of the variants. We didn't get a Scarlet and Genie though. But yeah, we did not get a Jade Flashwing. That's unfortunate. So it's not that crazy that Series 1 Stealth Elf, because you have to remember Series 1 Stealth Elf was a starter pack figure in the 3DS version. And while that didn't sell super well necessarily, like, there were still a lot of them produced. And so over time, people bought the 3DS pack because they wanted the Dark Spyro figure. But it also came with Series 1 Stealth Elf. And then Series 1 Stealth Elf was also in other packs. So there were plenty of Stealth Elf figures to go around. Happens every year.
Nice specs. Fix is in.
I would believe that, Pirate Dad. I would absolutely believe that. I know she's been in more starter packs than anybody. They just can't stop putting her in starter packs. Oh, you expected there to be more? Okay, yeah. I mean, yeah. I have been a little bit surprised how few Series 1 I have. Series 3, I have a lot more. I think I'm up to like 15 or something Series 3 stealth elves. Especially after today's, I got 3 more from Superchargers, Supershot stealth elves. So that, I mean, that's going to be probably close to 15 of those, I think.
Hawk and Oar.
You want Dark Spyro and Volcanic Rupture? I believe I just recently sold out of Dark Spyro. I think I still have a Volcanic Eruptor, though. That should be in the shop yet.
Hawk and Oar.
I had a couple early on. I think I still have one left, though. Yeah, S3 is super common. But yeah, I mean, that's the thing. Like, Stealth Elf is a good character. I will give them that. Like, she's fun to play as. I always appreciate characters that have an ability to heal themselves, which is a huge thing with Stealth Elf. But it still feels like they overdid it.
I don't like them. Armed and dangerous.
She's good because of her speed, yeah. She's not a character I consider to be slow, that's for sure. Yeah, her base speed is just higher than others. That's right. You can always buy other figures from our shop. That's fine.
Does my power please?
I mean, I have the majority of figures in the shop right now. Maybe not all the hard to find stuff, but I don't think everybody that's here watching has, 500 plus figures, and you're only down to the, hard to find chase variant figures either. So,
Whoa! Check out my stash.
should have something you need, something you want, right?
Deal with the wheel. The motion of the potion.
Oh yeah, I forgot to mention Granite Crusher. It's another variant we got today.
Now that's strong. The motion of the potion. Bring the sting.
That's what I like to see. Someone who actually played with Swarm, level 17.
Looking good. Bring the sting.
Want a metallic red Doom bug? Good luck with that. Yeah, I don't expect to see that in the shop. But then again, I didn't expect to see a bronze hot dog either, so you never know. Yeah, the expansion levels are worth the money, in my opinion. They were when they were brand new. They're still worth it now. I love playing the expansions.
Bring the sting.
Did Heroic to work on her stats. She's so fast on her old TV, can't take it. I love it. I love it. Courtney, you have 600 pieces, but you have duplicates, don't you? I mean, the only person I know here that has, legit close to 600 unique pieces is Pirate Dad. Now, I could be wrong. I don't know about all of your collections, but I know Pirate Dad is probably the furthest along of anybody here today.
It's feeding time.
Like, there only are 600 unique pieces out there.
wishes?
Having issue beating the survival challenge on the nightmare. I got stealth up from 11 to 19, still haven't beaten it. I mean, that's sometimes what they're good for, though, just to level up the characters. But yeah, they do provide some challenge, especially when you get to nightmare. Like, I think they learned that either kids needed more of a challenge, or it's not just kids playing, and so they had to make it challenging.
See spot burn.
Have 14 figures to start now. Gotta start somewhere. That's about what I started with, but my first Skylanders purchase was a lot off of Craigslist. I think it had about 10 figures, a portal, and I think the first 2 games. That's how I got my start. Like, I wasn't sure I was going to like Skylanders, so I didn't want to spend... I mean, I wasn't going to pay, you know, 50 or 75 bucks for a starter pack for a game I didn't know I was going to like. So, yeah, I found it used somewhere and found it cheap, got a bunch of figures, and said, hey, let's give it a shot. Turns out I liked it.
Twists of fury!
Completely maxed out. Series 3 stealth health is just a leg. Oh, that's rough. That's why you ordered one. Okay. I was wondering because like I said, those are hard to sell. And so I don't get too many orders for Series 3 stealth health. I was kind of surprised to see that come through. But that explains it. If yours is broken, it's just a leg.
Deal with the wheel.
That's nice.
Whoa! Check out my stats. Deal with the wheel.
Yeah, JoJo, I like to think that your stealth elf isn't missing. She's just in stealth mode, so you can't see her.
It's rush hour. Wow, those are big numbers. It's rush hour.
Welcome back, Pirate Dad. Which should I prefer, SSA or Giants? I mean, I always say SSA is on top of my list. So there are no bad Skylanders games, but people always ask me to rank them. And so my ranking goes something like SSA, Imaginators, Trap Team, Giants, Swap Force, Superchargers. But I always say, like, if I'm grading on a scale of 100 points, and if SSA is 100, like, Superchargers, which is at the bottom of my list, is like a 95. So, like, there's not a whole lot of difference between first and sixth. So I rank them because people ask me to, but I like them all. They're all good.
Fear the spear.
Jeepers. 48 packs for Stealth Elf. Ridiculous. So, I mean, that has to include every variant. Well, I mean, includes variants, includes all the different starter packs, single packs, triple packs, all sorts of stuff. Well, and then I'm sure you're including all the random international packs too. Just so much does of.
Hail to the wheel!
Chris, I don't know. Did you see all the unboxing? The unboxing didn't last that long. I mean, the last box was like every giant, or every giant's figure, I should say.
Be afraid of the dark! My power has grown!
This was our one and only Tree Rex figure today, other than Gnarly Tree Rex. But I'm happy to say we did get one Tree Rex, but only one Tree Rex. Got a little display above my computer for Skylanders. I can use the Giants. Been playing a lot of that recently. Want the least amount of broken figures possible. I completely understand that. Who would want broken figures? I mean, I have a bunch of them just because they come in these lots. But I actually only got 4 new broken ones today. And they're pretty common breaks. So it's not all that surprising. You take broken figures for customs? Did you see the post I put out last night about all the broken figures I have? I finally made a list of them if you want to check it out. Well, you can either find the link directly on Twitter, or it's just like skylanderscharacterlist.com/damaged-figures, I think. I need to come up with a better link for that.
Outshining the rest.
But if you go to twitter.com/SCLMatt, a much shorter link, by the way, look at like my latest 2 or 3 posts and you should be able to find the link in there. I have like 50 damaged figures. Some much more damaged than others. But yes, I know they're great for customs, but I don't do customs really, so.
I don't like them.
Yeah, the vast majority of the figures on that list are I'm selling for like 99 cents. They're no good to me, but if you have a use for them, be happy to sell them to you. Here's our pumpkin eyebrow, but you can't tell. Well, I guess it says special, but other than that, it looks completely the same because he's not in-game variant. Sad day. Sad day.
I've got my eye on you.
After the second box, you had to leave. Okay, yeah. So the third box was basically just a complete set of figures from Giants. There were like, I mean, maybe, what do you say, like 5 figures we were missing or so. Like we didn't get things like Series 2 Zap. We didn't get Light Core Pop Fizz, but we did get things like Series 2 Bash, Series 2 Spyro, Series 2 Drobot. So we got all those. We did get a Light Core Chill, which we've been debating is actually pretty hard to find. A little bit harder than I thought. But yeah, I think that whole box was all Giants. A few Giants variants, like I said, Gnarly Barkley, Granite Crusher here, Pumpkin Eyebrow.
I've got my eye on you. Got an eye. I've got my eye on you. Be afraid of the dark.
Unfortunately, no. I mean, there have been rumors about new games just about every year, but nothing super credible. Nothing has come out of it. So, yeah, we're not expecting anything anytime soon. They've kind of dissolved most of the studios that have been working on Skylanders in the past. So until something happens on that front or they sell the license or something, like I'm not really expecting to see anything. Unfortunately, like I said, most of us here would even be happy just with a remaster, right? Like I would love to be able to play SSA on my PS5.
Armed and dangerous.
I mean, the game, it depends how you look at it. Sales were definitely in decline. There was so much other competition. People were just getting burnt out. It was a rough space. There are a lot of things going on, and a lot of things they did wrong over the years.
I am superior in all areas.
But yeah, there was as good as the games were doing. There was definitely a decline. All right, so that magnet charge works. I'm going to test the bottom half of Blast Zone while I'm here too. So for anyone that wasn't here, for one of the boxes, I got this Magnezone figure.
I am superior in all areas.
And obviously that doesn't match, but I keep saying every time I get these halves of figures, I always hold on to them because what do you know? I had a spare Magna Charge bottom that I could pair up with them today. So we do have a full Magna Charge. And now I have another spare Blast Zone, but someday perhaps. Not that I need another Blast Zone figure. I have way too many Blast Zones. Disney Infinity was part of the problem for sure.
Light core.
Yeah. It
Looking strong.
in my opinion, that was the beginning and the end for Skylanders because that was going into the third year. First and second year were great. They had zero competition. They kept ramping it up. And third year, they way overproduced figures because Disney Infinity came in and took like half their market share. So not only had they produced more figures than ever before, but they actually sold less because people were splitting their spending between Skylanders and Disney Infinity. And bad things started happening. So it was rough. It was rough. I mean, Disney Infinity also didn't know what they were doing because Disney's never been good at video games. But they lasted the shortest too. They barely lasted 3 years. Like they didn't even finish their full third year. And so, like, Disney came in 2013, exited in 2015, maybe. I think it was actually 2015. They call it quits. They were partway through their third year. And yeah, the only one still alive is Amiibo, which, I've always kind of criticized because they're barely toys to life. But we're always kind of lumped into that category because there was nothing else to do.
Looking good.
But they've found their rhythm, and Amiibo's still chugging along. Okay, Jinzo, yes, Kingdom Hearts. Kingdom Hearts is Disney. I will give you that. I think they hired the right people for that project, and but yes, Kingdom Hearts, stellar series. if you haven't played it, if you enjoy Disney even a little bit and you like video games, I will recommend Kingdom Hearts. You should definitely play the first one. The second one is better than the first one, though, but I still recommend playing the first one to get a feel for it and to appreciate just how good the second one is. I actually haven't played the third one yet. I really want to, but there was such a big gap in there, I kind of forgot about it.
I've got my eye.
But yeah, Kingdom Hearts is awesome. Yes, there you go. It's done by Square Enix.
Got an eye for talent. I've got my eye on you.
Yeah, Jabberry could have been early 2016. Like I was thinking like they launched their first game in 2013, second one in 2014, third one in 2015. So they would have launched end of 2015. So yeah, maybe they did make it into the beginning of 2016 before they called it quits. But like I know they didn't release all the figures they were planning for the third wave. Exactly. They're decorations. They're collectibles. Yes, but they're not toys to life.
Crunching numbers. Blink and destroy.
Courtney, if you're talking about Series 2 Wrecking Ball, we totally had a Series 2 Wrecking Ball today. I think I've already got him in the box, but yeah, because I know I had one yesterday and I was surprised to get a second one today. Yeah, the yarn Yoshis.
Impressive.
That's when I appreciated Amiibo the most. Is when they got creative like that and went outside the box and wasn't just molded plastic figures. And they said, hey, we can put an NFC chip in a plush figure, basically. I mean, it's yarn, but it is a stuffed figure. So like the yarn Yoshis, they proved you could, put them in trading cards. They have Amiibo cards, which I think would be a great route for Skylanders to go to. Much cheaper to produce, but still collectible. They put them in all sorts of stuff and just kind of proof of concept. It's like, yeah, people pay for this stuff. You should get into Lego Dimensions. That was kind of my second Toys to Life. Like
I've got my
didn't really care for Disney. I played through it. I got my platinum trophies, but it's not the game for me. They relied too much on their toy box, and the gameplay wasn't there.
I've got my
But
on you.
Lego Dimensions, on the other hand, had much better gameplay, and they did a lot of cool things with their toy pad. And like, I understand that wasn't for everybody. Like, instead of Skylanders, where we just put the figure on the portal and leave it there until we need to switch a character, like, they used the toy pad to actually, make it interactive, and used it to like solve puzzles and stuff. And I thought that was kind of cool. I did enjoy that. Yes, another Lobstar fan, level 20.
Looks like I'm staying afloat.
All right. So yeah, if you get a chance, I had a handful of Disney Infinity figures. I sold them off, all of them. But I have a complete collection of Lego Dimensions, and I have kept every single one of them because they're Legos. On the other hand, too, that might be the best part, right? Is that they're legitimate Lego sets.
Bolts and lightning.
What game is that? The game I'm playing right now? This is Skylanders Imaginators.
My My power
It's the
rests on
sixth game in the series, the final game in the series.
bolts and
I
light.
use this one to reset the figures because I can play all the figures in here, no matter what game they're from. So I don't have to worry like switch. Like if I put, SSA in here, I'd only be able to test the SSA figures really. Well, actually, no, I could do series 2, 3, and 4, but past that, like if I got an Imaginators figure, I wouldn't be able to test it. So I just do it all from this game and then move backwards, like I said. Yes, there you go. It's Imaginators. Yep. Yarn Yoshi worked one time when I got the Yoshi racing suit, and then never again. Huh, that's unfortunate, and I think unusual. I don't think they have that big of a defect rate. Oh man, have you ever tried playing any of the Lego video games? Because before Lego Dimensions, I loved the Lego video games. Because that is like, I don't know what it is about them. There's a certain charm to those games that I just love playing the Lego games. So when they came out with Lego Dimensions, I'm like, oh, now I get to play it with interactive figures. Sure, I'll do that. The game I'm playing tomorrow, I'm in the middle of my Swap Force playthrough, Jinzo. That, yeah, we have played through Trap Team already. Now I'm going through Swap Force, and then I'll play through the other two games as well. So I'm not quite playing on PC. I'm a Mac guy to begin with, so I'm not going to touch PC anymore. But I'm actually playing on my PS5, which is slightly off camera here right now. So it's my PS5 running through a capture card using my Mac as a just as a screen. So it's not actually like it's just using it as a monitor. And then to stream live, I use a service called StreamYard. And so I'm just capturing the whole screen over here, the whole monitor that I'm using, and streaming that over to you guys through StreamYard. So that also means the way I'm playing right now, I will only ever be able to play the final 4 games because I'm playing on my PS5, so I can't play SSA or Giants, unfortunately. I would really love to stream those. Chris, that's a great question that I have no clue. 0 clue. Can you get Skylanders on PC or Mac? The SSA, I believe, was originally released on PC, but I think that was the only one. So I know someone will correct me if I'm wrong. The other games did not release on PC as far as I know. Nothing released on Mac. People do use like an emulator. What is it? Dolphin? Is that? Well, that is Dolphin the name of the emulator, or is that the or is that just the operating system that you're using to stream stuff? I always get that confused. But yeah, there is a way to. Oh, okay. It was on Windows Mac. Thanks, Pirate Dad. But yes, just SSA. So there is a way, kind of. Okay, thank you, Jojo. Dolphin is the name of the emulator that you can get the other games to play on PC, but that's not how I like to play. I would much rather they just remaster these things. I really do. I really want them to remaster this.
Max. Cut to the chase. Looking fit and trim. Cut to the chase.
Another glitch on the Wii. Yeah, the Wii is definitely the glitchiest of them all. It was an outdated system when they started making the games for them, and they just limped along on the Wii for so long. It was, I mean, I understand it from a business point of view because the system was so popular and in so many homes and so many families were playing. But it is what it is. Jinzo, more power to you. I'm not going to stop anybody from playing that way. But I get it.
Boom time.
Let's ruffle some feathers. I'm in contention, maybe, but I feel like there might be some longer ones than that. Here you go. If you want to play on Dolphin, you need a portal for... So one of the easy to get portals, at least. The non-Xbox portal. Courtney, no, I have not heard any rumors about them selling the rights. If they would, I think it would be for stupid money, like more than anybody actually wants to pay. More than anyone should pay.
Mind over matter.
Yeah, like they're just too big of a company. They don't need to sell it. They can still make money off of it if they want to, but they just have other priorities right now.
Mind over matter.
That's rough. Keep falling off the edge, yeah. I mean, in the early games, I don't think you even could fall off the edge. Like that was part of the kid friendliness of the games. And Vicarious Visions came in and said, hey, no, we're going to make this for older kids. We're going to let them jump. We're going to let them fall off the edge. You're going to take damage.
A cut above all others. See the light.
Deal with it.
My odds are looking good.
Deal with it.
Eat this. All the right ingredients.
Evangelist, welcome to the stream. Been popping in these things late. Yeah, I get that. When the games you want to play are on those consoles, it makes perfect sense. And yeah, I've never been one that, I need stellar graphics. I mean, the Skylanders in general haven't had top-notch graphics. They're still kids' games at the core.
Storm unlike any other.
So you're not getting, they're essentially cartoon characters. You're not getting photorealistic graphics. The best graphics they gave Skylanders are probably like in Skylanders Academy, right?
A storm is coming. The wind is at my back. A storm is coming.
So yeah, when I even say like I want a remaster, like I'm not even looking for huge leaps forward in graphics. I just want to be able to play the games on newer consoles. Like that's the only reason I want a remaster. Basically, you could just port the games over to a PS5 disc, and I'd be happy.
Look at my numbers grow. He shoots. He spores.
Chris, thank you. That is solid information there. So if you put Eon's Elite back in the old games, it will treat it as a Series 2. That's something we were talking about yesterday, trying to figure out, like, do Eon's Elite get Wob House? Are they well, so I mean that, well, no, there'd be no way because it's not in the programming. I say if you put Eon's Elite Voodooed back in Giants, it's just going to be Series 1 Voodooed. Because that's the only other figure they have to go off of.
Silent but deadly.
Yeah, it's been a while since I've watched the series, but yeah, I mean, they definitely had a little more freedom.
Silent but deadly.
Do you know Skylanders Gamer TV? Not personally, no. Courtney, no, you do not. You could play the whole game with, Stealth Elf if you wanted. Like, Stealth Elf isn't even trapped in character, but you could play the whole game with Stealth Elf, and just as long as you have a trap of every element, like that's what you need to match up. Is that the element of the villain needs to match the element of the trap you are using. You do not need the same trap master. The trap masters, any trap master is going to allow you to break through the Traptanium, but the Traptanium gates, the elemental gates, that's where you need trap masters of specific elements. So yeah, you don't need it for the traps at all. That's completely separate. You could play the whole game with core Skylanders and just villain traps if you wanted.
Silent but deadly. Catch a glimpse. Silent but deadly.
I do remember them making that joke, or almost making that joke. Yes, it was implied for sure. Thunderbolt and Crypt King feel like Pokemon style evolutions of Lightning Rod and Chop Chop. Well, yeah, Crypt King and Chop Chop definitely are related. Thunderbolt and Lightning Rod definitely could be. But I don't think they actually have any relation.
Looking sharp.
Jinzo, they can try. I don't have a problem with it. I think people have said before links get caught in the spam filter. So I don't think they'll be able to post it for you. If anybody has a link to Dolphin and wants to shoot it my way on Twitter, I can retweet it or something like that, so you can find it there. Level okay, I gotta show you this so you believe me. Level 20 Treadhead. Does anyone have their Treadhead at level 20? How many people actually own Treadhead? Oh man, wow, level 20 Treadhead. Is he better than we think?
Gaining some traction.
Trap Team and Superchargers, you don't need figures to beat the game. We always need one figure. You mean like the gimmick landers? Maybe that's what you mean. Like you don't actually need a Trap Master to beat the game. And you don't actually need a Supercharger to beat the game. That might be true. That might be true. Like you still need a vehicle. You need a land vehicle. Because generally, to beat the game, you just need what's in the starter pack. But yep, never played Treadhead, still in the box, never got to play him. Man. Okay, that's fair. Trap Team Mobile has instant Skylanders. That's like a cheat code though. Not even his attacks. Treadhead's movement itself just feels awkward to me, so I don't play him too often. Yes, his movement at level 20 Chopper. I like this guy. We keep saying the Trap Team cores were so underrated because everybody focused on the Trap Masters. But we've had discussions. Chopper's not that bad. Some people actually like him, but Treadhead, it feels like no one plays Treadhead. Okay, Brian, I got you. I got you. They have incidents in those games. Totally forgot about those because I never use those. Much prefer the physical figures.
Fear the fish.
Yeah, there you go. Instant figures.
Looking good. Looking. Fear the fish.
Silent but deadly.
All right, we're getting down to the last few figures here. Then we got like half a dozen vehicles. I have to jump over Superchargers, and then a bunch of traps in Trap Team, and we'll test out the magic items down there too. Yeah, this isn't going to take nearly as long as yesterday. Like yesterday at this time, we were 2 hours into the stream, we're still unboxing stuff. So this is going to be a much shorter stream, but that also means that you can get the stuff up in the store faster for you to look at if you want. And I will also be able to get some other work done on the site.
Dynamite! Well, looks like I'll stand the test. Dynamite! C-spot burn! Looking good! C-spot burn!
So yeah, I mean, Pirate Dad, I'm with you there. As a collector, yeah, it's frustrating to have things in a collection screen that you can't actually collect. I mean, unless your entire collection is digital, that'd be another thing. But yeah, when you're collecting physical figures, why put digital things in the collection screen? It doesn't make sense.
Feel the fire.
But there's a reason I don't list instant vehicles on Skylanders character list.
In a class on my own.
Tried to beat Superchargers with just instant Spitfire and Hot Streak. It was not fun. Did you beat it though? Oh, you gave up after, so you didn't beat it. That's unfortunate. Jinzo, thank you very much. I'll pass that out for anybody else that's interested in checking it out. Because I know it comes up from time to time in the stream. Butter Crush. So nothing earth-shattering today, I would say. It was another solid round of Trap Masters, a few Superchargers, mostly Giants figures actually today. We got almost a complete set of Giants, including most of the rare ones. Not all of them, most of them though. 2 Series 2 Bash figures, Series 2 Spyro, Series 2 Drobot. The biggest piece that I pulled is actually something I'm keeping from my collection. I'm going to touch it again. I got myself a flocked Stump Smash. Beautiful little piece here that I've been hunting for years. Like, it's out of box, but it's the first one I've seen, and it was a really good price. So that is something that I will be holding on to. I mean, well, we'll put it this way. If I ever get one new in box, I'll sell that one. But for now, I'm holding on to that one because I've always kind of wanted it. I thought it was a great choice on their part to flock Stump Smash. Because it just feels right. Someone said before, I was like moss on a tree.
All geared up.
So Timothy, I will not stop. As long as there's a Skylanders community, I'm going to keep doing this. I'll keep playing through games. As long as people keep buying and collecting Skylanders, I will keep buying and selling Skylanders. So yeah, I'm glad to hear it. I'm here for the long haul. Pirate Dad, yeah. If you can make some custom instant Skylanders, that'd be awesome. I'm not that guy, but that'd be great. Great pieces to have in the collection. Do I buy to sell custom landers? So you're talking like customs that people make. Would I sell them? Maybe down the road if there's interest. Like I could make a marketplace for them. I don't know that I would buy them directly. That to me feels like something like I might do like on consignment. So like I'll list them in my shop, and if someone buys them, then like you're going to be responsible for selling them, or you can just ship them to me and I can take care of the shipping. But I'm not going to pay you for them until they actually sell, that type of thing. That might be something we can work out. But I don't know. I would need to see, like, we'd have to start out that way because I need to see if there's enough of a market out there to make sense for me to actually buy them. So, yeah. All right. Let's see here. We got, that is all the figures. Oh, nope, no. I take that back. Gotta test the broken ones. Because it is potential to sell them. But gotta test and reset them first. Because that's always part of my damage listing if they actually don't work. We had one of those earlier this week. We had a light core prison break that just flat out would not work for me. It didn't light up. It didn't do its thing. So we had 4 broken figures today. Snapshot, Gusto. I do not have Gusto's boomerang today. So I can't even fix it if I wanted to.
Gusts and glory.
Yeah, Ginger, I'm always happy to take a look at customs and see what you create. I know people are really good at making them. I'm not, but other people are.
Fear the fish.
I've seen some really good customs.
Looking good. Looking.
There are definitely things you can do, but yeah, I mean, if you want to try and sell them, like, yeah, we could work something out, some sort of deal where I can at least get you the exposure to see if anybody's interested. If you want to try something out.
Stay cool.
Gamer Slam. I remember that order. I just mailed that out this morning before the stream.
Looking good.
Yeah. Thank you for your order. Absolutely. It should be there in 3 to 5 days. So probably middle of next week. Yeah. Hope you enjoy them. Love giving Skylanders new homes. Okay, I just need to double check. Did I put this torch up there before or after I reset it? Looks like it might have been before. Looks like she has some upgrades.
Burning up the
That blowtorch has 2 nozzles there. That's not normal.
Fire it up.
All right. That can be something I do later today too, is go through and check out all my torch figures. Do a quick Twitter post on that later. That might be worthy of a Facebook post. Okay, so that is all our figures. That means it is time to switch games. All right, so we're jumping to superchargers. Looks like we have, all of 5 vehicles. We had a lot more vehicles yesterday to deal with. 5 vehicles today. Nerd life indeed. Yes. I have no problem with Star Wars. You can make all the Star Wars references you want. I'll catch 60%. I don't want to commit myself to 100%. You could probably make some Star Wars references that I would not get. I can't say I've seen every piece of Star Wars content out there, and some of the newer stuff I've only seen once. But A New Hope I will definitely get. I do have traps today, Brian. I have a whole bunch of traps today, but that's the next step. I jumped to superchargers and then down to trap team. Trap team, I'll take care of the traps and the magic items. But I have 5 vehicles I need to get through first. I actually got a whole big bag of traps. We did get 1 chaos trap. We got a fire captain's hat trap, which is a nice rarity. And then we do have, I think, 2 traps we need to check for villain variants. 1 potential outlaw brawl and chain and 1 potential red hot tussle sprout. So we will have to check that out in a minute. I'm mostly excited about the red hot tussle sprout because, I mean, not only is that not a standard trap that I get, I don't think I've had that one in the shop before. The Earth
Hot streak.
Totem trap. But yeah, I definitely haven't had the variant in the shop before.
Sky slicer.
Yeah, Little Dinosaur's Chopper. He's a good guy. Underrated for sure. He can fly. Look at him go. Yeah.
I'm awesome. Any way you spin it.
Sky slicer. Burn cycle.
Looks like I'll stand the test of time.
Burn cycle. Dive bomber.
I'm awesome. Any way you spin it.
Yeah, full spectrum. This is a good warning for anybody else out there. Make sure you scan in every Imaginator that you have, even if you don't play them. But yeah, it allows you to upgrade everything else even more. Yeah, I have all the figures. I should have them all in my game. But yeah, I haven't noticed though. Even though I have all the figures, even when I put these used Imaginators on my portal, it usually awards me a chest.
Looks like I'll stand the test of time.
So I get some extra parts there. So that's always fun.
Jet stream.
So I know enough about Magic to understand Planeswalkers, but I don't play Magic enough to actually understand Planeswalkers. So I like get half of your reference here. All right, that was 5 vehicles. That's all we need. What's the most disappointing Skylander you've gotten? Well, seeing as I've gotten them all, kind of leaves it wide open. Man, there's probably been a lot of disappointing ones. I mean, just offhand, like we're talking about, like Treadhead. Like, I think no one gives him a fair shake except whoever had him at level 20. That was pretty impressive. But that's just because he's top of mind right now. There's probably more disappointing ones out there. Most disappointing Soul Gem. So if you've ever watched me play the game and people ask me stuff about like favorite Soul Gem and stuff, you'll quickly learn that my knowledge of Skylanders doesn't quite go that deep. Like even Skylanders I'm familiar with, like I'll know their abilities, but I couldn't tell you which one of those abilities was actually their Soul Gem. Except the only one I know is, and actually this might be a disappointing one, for a different reason than you're probably expecting. But Rattleshake is one of my favorite characters, possibly my favorite swapper, and I absolutely love everything about him until his Soul Gem, because his Soul Gem turns him purple, which Rattleshake is okay. I usually prefer to play with Quick Draw Rattleshake, which I think is the best in-game variant ever. And that figure looks so good. And then the Soul Gem comes up and it turns him purple. And like, no. The purple, in my opinion, does not look good. And that, like I said, that in-game version is so good. It's better than his original coloring. And so that, like, I actually refuse to put his soul gem on anymore because I don't think the ability that it grants, I think it might be like extra armor or something. I think that's why his skin changes color. It's like more armor or something like that. And I'm like, no, I'm not going to use that because I think it makes the figure look so bad. Right? It's not pretty at all. So, all right, if you have 10 robos, I will give you 10 extra power on weapons and armor. Okay. So yes, I mean, all of the Imaginators I get when I'm testing them are getting loaded into my game. So apparently my game is getting more and more powerful. That's awesome. Most disappointing Skylanders Sprocket. I've mentioned that on stream before. She's the Skylander everybody loves to hate. I haven't had that much experience with her, so I can't say if she's my style or not. I'm guessing she's more melee, so she's probably not my style. But yeah. Okay. Thank you for the clarification, Zinza. You get a reward chest for every sensei you put on, even if you have another figure. We only do that sensei shrine reward once. Okay. There we go. So yeah, I'm getting tons of chests whenever that's part of the reason I thought there might be something to that, and that's why I always play on my main Imaginators file whenever I'm testing these figures. And so every time I get the Imaginators, I actually get extra stuff. That's awesome. Yeah, it probably. Yep, that'd be the way to do it. Borrow your friends' Imaginators. Different portal. Okay, if you say so. Go through the same process every day. You think I'd have this planned out? All right. Here you go. Chop Chop has a boring soul gem. Just makes his tertiary attack a bit stronger. Hothead soul gem is easiest for you to remember. Oh, he turns into a motorcycle. Fair enough. That would be very unique. Boom. That's what I like to hear. Robo was most disappointing because he's last in limited supply. I get where you're coming from, but sort of new. Been playing for 7 years. That's like my friends always got on me when I kept telling them like I'm new to D&D because I don't know all the rules yet. I'm new. And it's like, dude, you've been playing for 2 years now. You're not new anymore. Like, well, compared to you, I'm still new. Now you've been playing for 7 years instead of 5 years, so I'm still new. But yeah, I get it. Compared to the 25-year history, 7 years is still pretty new, actually. Do I sell the cases for Landers too? So I don't specifically buy them, and I don't have any listed on the site, but I do have some. If they just come with the lots that I buy, if they happen to come along with them, like I never buy a lot specifically for the cases, but I do have some cases. So I need to find a way to sell these. Usually I would just sell them on eBay, but I might end up listing them in the shop. It's just the biggest pain point for me is that they're so big and bulky that they don't ship as easily as just figures. And so like I have a bunch of boxes that I buy that fit loose Skylanders well, but they don't fit the cases then. So I have to like find special boxes just to ship the cases in, and these cases come in. I mean, we have a big square one, and there's the smaller kind of rectangular one with 2 zippers, and then I have a little round one that, you know, only holds like 10 figures, but it's like all of them ship so differently, and I don't get them that often. It doesn't make sense to invest in shipping supplies for them. So yeah, I have some that are for sale if somebody wants them, but yeah. I could potentially use the boxes I get the lots in. A lot of times the boxes I've shown you guys, sometimes they're so beat up that I wouldn't feel good sending them out again. So some of the boxes I got yesterday have already been used twice. Like you open them up and it says they've already inverted the box, and it's like an old Amazon box or something. And like, man, this box has been used so many times, I don't want to use it again. So potentially on some of those, but yeah. Your dragon boards and so, yeah. Dragon boards can be fun. All right, what do we got here? We want to test some magic items. Hand of Fate works. So yeah, I guess I'm not so much worried about breaking the case. It's just, I don't know. Maybe it's just me. Maybe I just need to get over it. Brian, yeah, that I don't have a lot of information on this because, yeah, as you know, I don't typically deal in these cards. If anybody else knows, feel free to share it in the chat. I'm not going to stop you from talking about it, but there you go. Yeah, there you go. Give me a taboo bad juju. Yeah, the trap boxes I'd worry more about. I actually don't have any of them. If that's what you're asking about, I don't have the trap boxes. But I do have some of the like plastic vinyl cases to hold Skylanders. Taboo deja vu. Taboo vu, dude. Yeah, all good stuff here. Yeah. So Jojo's right. This is the beginning of it. It's because it's licensed property. It's property that they own, and so if you're buying and selling, you know, the products that they put out is one thing, but if you look at the fine print of Skylanders, I'm pretty sure that's where it becomes illegal. Is that like you are taking the information from the toys that they put out and putting it onto a device of your own and then selling it. Like if you just put it onto a device of your own, you still might be okay. It's a gray area probably at best. But as soon as you start selling them, which is why I won't do it, that's where you could get into some legal trouble. So yeah, I won't ever be doing that. I won't ever be selling the cards. If other people want to do it, I can't stop you. So, all right, let's start testing these traps.
Jumpy.
So, yeah, Jinzo here. It's Mirror of Mystery, yeah. There you go. That's a good good explanation of it there. It's a very unique expansion level that I highly recommend whenever you get to Trap Team. Definitely get the Mirror of Mystery. That's one of the most unique levels out there. Like all the adventure pack expand. Yeah, Outlaw Brawl and Chain. We got a variant. Like all the expansion levels, adventure pack levels, in my opinion, are worth the money. But I would, like, if I had to pick a favorite, like Mirror of Mystery would definitely be up there just because of how unique it is. And the actual storyline with it of Mirror of Mystery.
Yes, you have chosen wisely.
Dreamcatcher.
Yes, Chaos is the good guy. It's weird. It's weird.
Dreamcatcher present.
Golden Queen.
All hail the queen.
Rage Mage.
Yeah, the Skull one from Gen 1 would be Dark Light Crypt, probably. I believe you're referencing. One we got today.
Doctor in the house.
Just a solid pack. It also came with Ghost Roaster, who everyone wanted.
Bad Juju.
Series 2 Mirror Mystery with Chaos's mom. Yeah. I was so surprised they should have done more with Chaos's mom. I think they could have.
Here I come. Moblobs.
So yeah, that's where it breaks down a little bit. But like Chaos and Glumshanks are kind of the good guys, lead you through the level. And the like instead of like Chompies are good guys,
Wolfgang.
but the Mabu are bad guys. And so yeah. They just make so many good jokes throughout the entire level about reversing everything. Like I would just watch like a give me a 20-minute cartoon about the Mirror Mystery level. Like I would just sit down and watch that.
Smoke scream.
Oh, thank you. That was it. The trolls were good.
Wolfgang.
Hello, Skylanders!
Golden Queen.
Oh. So most of the time I found people don't realize that they can use these traps for other villains, the villain variant traps, I should say. And so most of the time, if it is a villain variant, they'll have them in there. Kind of like Outlaw Brawl and Chain, which is in there right away. Tussle Sprout, where are you?
Night.
I passed him somewhere. Where'd he go?
Gross.
Scratch!
Crankins.
Dream. Mascoma. Chillbin.
Jumpy!
Oh, it's right at the beginning. Huh.
Tussle Sprout.
Oh, it is. Yeah, red hot. We got it. So you got both villain variants today. We got Red Hot Tussle Sprout and Outlaw Brawl and Chain. So, like I said, I have these for my collection, so those will be going up in the site. All right, I think that finishes out our testing for today, which feels really weird. We're sub 3 hours. Yes, the sheep. Well done, well done. Yeah, I love attacking sheep. All right, Pumpkin Eyebrow. Thanks for hanging out today. It's been a blast. I'll be finishing up here. We're gonna wrap up the stream because I am done with figures and I'm gonna go get them listed in the site. I usually say about 2 hours. That's what it's been taking me for the bigger lots. So this one is actually a little bit smaller, so I might get it up there a little bit faster. But yeah, I stay tuned to Twitter, twitter.com/SCLMatt. And I will let you know when the store has been updated, if that's something you want to participate in. So, Courtney, unfortunately, there are no dibs. You just got to be quick on the trigger. So yeah, I will let you know when I get them up there, and if you're interested, go check them out. But yeah, otherwise, hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. Follow me on Twitter. Do all the things, and I will see you on Monday. Oh man, I am missing all the Skylanders puns. I'm missing them all. Stump smash that subscribe button. Be quick on the trigger happy. Or you just got to be trigger happy. Yeah. Go buy all the things. Yeah. That's about it for today. I don't have any more packages coming that I know of right now. So, like I said, next stream should be on Monday, 1 p.m. Central Time. We'll be jumping back into Swap Force, seeing where I left off there. So yeah, go get your legendaries, go get your traps. It's all going to be there very shortly. So yeah, thank you again, and I will talk to you.